Hi guys, let's talk today about the seven authority types in human design. So, if you don't know what human design is, it is a system that combines the Kabbalah, astrology, the Chinese I Ching, the chakra system, and it synthesizes actually one way of expressing your body graph. So you give your birth date, birth time, and birthplace, and it generates a beautiful graph on which you can see the 9 different chakra centers and how it is defined. So it looks complicated, but once you understand how it functions, it really gives a huge amount of information for yourself, and it helps you so much to understand how you interact with other people and understand better your loved ones. And so I would like to talk today about the 7 authority types. So an authority is actually the way you are designed to make decisions. So for me, it means that it is your intuition and how you have to lean into it. So what I love about human design is that it gives you guidelines on how your intuition specifically works for you and how you can base your and how you can lean to it to make better decisions. So the first type of authority is the sacral authority. So that is what you call the gut feeling. And when you have the sacral authority, you can ask yourself yes or no questions, and it will generate a huge amount of energy if it's a yes. If it's a no, you will feel not energized, you will feel drained. And so it's really straightforward. And I'm always jealous of people who have a sacral authority. It seems so easy for me. But on the other hand, it does come with challenges because you don't have any explanation for why something gives you energy or why something doesn't give you energy. And a lot of people who have a sacral authority will come to me and ask me, why is it that I don't have any energy at all? And so I tell them it's because you're not following your gut feeling. You know specifically that you don't have to do something, or that you shouldn't do something because it doesn't feel right for you, and you do it anyway. And so oftentimes they feel like they don't have a choice. So that is the sacral authority. The second authority is the emotional authority, which means that you generate waves of emotion. You periodically have ups and downs of emotions, and it's really important that you feel into those emotions, that you tune into that depth of emotions. And you have to wait until that wave of emotions, the super happy feelings and the super low feelings, to pass before you gain clarity and you can make up a decision. Because this is your gift, you basically feel in very deeply for everything. But this also means that because you feel so deeply, you will never have 100% certainty over a decision. You will always doubt a little bit, and you will have to accept that you will feel sure about something for 80% maximum. And this means that you have to allow yourself some leeway, some space to move when you have made a decision, so that you can take a step back and pivot if needed, if something doesn't feel right anymore. So don't be too harsh on yourself for that. The third authority is the splenic authority, which is what I have, and it is body-based. This means that you have sensations in your body, and there is no manual that comes with it what it means exactly. You don't get exactly a yes or a no. You just feel resistance, or you feel something stuck in your chest, or you feel like something is um, inflaming on one side of your body, or sometimes it's a tingle in your spine. And it is only through time and through experience that you learn to understand what it stands for. And it is something that I'm very passionate about, so I will talk more about that on this channel. And the fourth authority is the ego authority, which is the heart authority. I find that very intriguing because it means that with the heart authority, you have to understand what your desires are. And if you unapologetically go for what you desire, it is the right decision for you. My husband has a ego authority, and it plays out beautifully. I see it play out in him, and it's beautiful how he uses that without any knowledge of human design, but everything always works out for him when he expresses exactly what he wants and he goes after it. He doesn't depend on other people. So he doesn't allow other people to stand in the way of his desire. He expresses, this is what I want. And oftentimes, there are people around him who tell him, yeah, that's a stupid idea. He will never let that get to him. He will care about the people exactly the same way he always does. But he honors his desire with a passion that is incredible. And that's when he receives his invitations, because he's a projector. So he will stand out. He will let everybody know, guys, this is what I want. This is what I want to achieve. And he will continuously talk about it with huge passion. And in some way or another, someone will always come and tell him, hey, I have this opportunity for you. Hey, let's do this. And it's beautiful how he gets to manifest his life. So I will definitely talk more about that as well on this channel. We are on to the fifth authority, which is the self-projected authority. So only projectors can have this authority. And this happens when their throat chakra is defined and connected to either the ajna, so the inside chakra, and with the head chakra, and it is often connected to the G center, which is the center of identity. And so these people have to talk out loud, have to say things out loud to know what is the right decision for them. So they have to be around a group of people they feel safe with and who don't necessarily need to share advice, because these people just need to say things out loud to know what they need. They don't really need advice. They know that what they want or what they need will come from them speaking out loud. So that is pretty special to see. I have a couple of people in my life who have this self-projected authority, and you just allow them to speak or ask them the right questions, and they will automatically speak out, and through that they discover what it was that they were meant to decide. So that's that. And then we have the sixth authority, which is the environmental authority. So these people have an authority that is tied to the ajna and the head center, and nothing else under that. And so they are incredibly dependent on their environment. Their authority, the way they have to decide things, is to get in an environment and get the right invitation by the right people. And it's quite complicated for them. I know someone who has this, and it's not easy for her to make decisions, because oftentimes what we do when we are in an environment we don't feel well, we think that there's something wrong with us. But it is actually very important for them to learn to select the right environment. When they are in the right environment, they are surrounded by the right people and they will receive the right invitations. Again, I'm speaking of invitations because the only energy type that can have this environmental authority is a projector. And so they have to feel in whether something feels right or not. And when something feels off, when the environment feels off, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with them, but it means that they have to get out of their environment and have to get in an environment where they feel safe, where they feel seen, where they feel loved. And for that, they have to be surrounded by the people that love them and accept them the way they are. And that's when they will receive the right invitation so that they can decide whether something feels right for them or not. The last authority I want to talk about, well, the last authority that there is the authority of the reflector. So your energy type is reflector when you don't have any defined chakra in your body graph. This means that you don't have any consistent energy in any of your chakra centers at all. And reflectors depend a lot on the moon cycle. And so they cycle throughout the month between different energy types because, as the name says it, they reflect the people around them. And they are very much in tune with the moon energy and the planets. And so during a huge chunk of the month, they feel like projectors. For a short amount of time, they feel like manifestors, and a very short of time, they feel like generators. And so they have to go through this the entire month to see it, I guess, from different point of views, from different types of energy, before they can make a decision about something important in their life. Of course, this is not about choosing a sandwich or anything, but about choosing what you want to do on a deeper level. So I have met a couple of reflectors before, and as I understand it, even though they know, when they know about human design, they know that they are fluctuating in a new energy type each part of the month. It doesn't mean that they know how it functions. They just feel differently, and they have to learn how the different energy types function in order to understand what is going on with them. And so this person that I've met before, she has a calendar, and she follows really closely how the moon is standing and what her energy type is at that moment. And she follows her chart very close by. And that's something that is also very interesting to see. So those were the 7 authorities in human design. I hope you found it interesting. If you would ever have any questions about your human design or would like to get to know me better, you can book a free call with me in the link down below. So, okay, I'll see you later.